Quiz! What is the most iconic component of online multiplayer? It's talking over the microphone. The most basic and essential part of any online experience isn't even present on the system itself. Instead, you need a phone app to talk to your Switch friends. Yep, a phone app. Even though this concept has been nearly perfected and properly implemented into numerous platforms, Nintendo believes a phone app is more convenient. If voice chat can be done on the phone, why not on a more powerful piece of hardware? Why even use the app? It's a phone, just call them on it! Additionally, only specific games support voice chat, making the feature even more limiting. You can't even talk on the home screen. On the other spectrum, Xbox and PlayStation offer a built-in party chat system, so you can hear your friends and play the game simultaneously.
You should kill yourself.
And the voice chat works over any game or application. And on PlayStation, if you and a friend have Plus, then you can play local multiplayer games online through SharePlay in the party chat. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a hater. Maybe Nintendo doesn't need a feature that has existed since the early 2000s. Once again, this staple feature is non-existent. Once again, other game platforms offer it. It's not even on the mobile app. There's no way of messaging your online friends on the Nintendo Switch. Well, I mean, if you don't have any friends, I guess that's fine. But a feature like this is convenient. Just like texting, you can ask others quick questions. You can talk to those without a headset. You could call this guy a fucking piece of shit. And you can make new friends. Speaking of friends, what are these abominations? Seriously, it's just a jumble of numbers. What's wrong with this? These were implemented back when the 3DS and Wii U were Nintendo's current console, but even by that time, usernames were already established as the norm for user identification. Also, usernames are easy to remember. Good luck trying to memorize this along with your other important numbers. Not only are these codes impossible to realistically remember, they make it unlikely you'll be making friends with it anyway. So when you finally decide to have a social life and go outside, instead of meeting someone and saying, "Hey, my username is this," you gotta say, "Hey, my Switch friend code is SW5G6Y2DSN Nintendo. What the fuck is this code?" Trophies and achievements are some of the most useless things to ever be created. Yet, they add so much value. When you find a game you love, sometimes you want to go back and do everything there is. That's where achievement systems come in. They provide tasks and milestones to reach that warrants replay value. While some are just nightmarish chores, most really do add a lot to the game experience, and it's very gratifying to earn them. Not to mention, bragging rights. Did you lose that match to that bot?
Oh, I don't think so.
Just tell him or her that you got a higher gamer score, and then tell them to fuck off! So how about Nintendo? A company with numerous games overloaded with secrets and filled to the brim with content just begging to be uncovered. It'd be a fun experience to have, right? Nope, because they don't got him. You know what? Maybe I'm being harsh again. You know, it's hard to make an achievement system, but so is charging $20 a month for basically this. This app sucks. All you can do is voice chat, look at Smash videos, and look at Splatoon stats. This is the PlayStation app. Wait, there's more than 2 things to do? This is the most unforgivable part. With a company who previously had free online, which ran horribly, you think with the extra money they'd fix the servers and improve the netcode. Alright, to be fair, I've only had serious issues with Smash and Mario Maker. They start out fine until the game randomly fucks up. Every other game I've tested has either massive delay or decent stability, with Mario Kart and Luigi's Mansion running the best. And compared to the performance of other online games, it's very underwhelming.
Okay, go hurry up. Oh, what? You have UAV. So plan it and then, or whatever you want to hurry up, bitch.
This is hella laggy. What? My inputs are so delayed.
Wait, I can't see him on the map. Go, go, go! No, what the fuck? No!
Not to mention the lackluster online in many of these games. For starters, there's no voice chat. Second, in Super Mario Party, the only online available is for minigames, but not the board game. You know, the thing that makes Mario Party, Mario Party. Besides, with a game as cool as Mario Party, wouldn't you want online so someone can break the controller and go buy a new one? Most of the games don't even have online. Then there's Mario Maker 2. When this game launched, Nintendo had the brilliant idea of adding online, but you couldn't play with your friends. You could only play with strangers. Like, what the fuck? They eventually added the option when they realized people weren't antisocial. But what kind of company is it that we have to worry whether or not we'll be able to play online with our friends? And don't think Nintendo's gonna get slack cut off just because they're giving out free NES and SNES games. Don't get me wrong, these are fantastic and awesome games, but as games start to become more advanced, older games, especially NES ones, are becoming more primitive. Games like Ice Climber, Super Mario Kart, and the NES port of Mario Bros. Are great examples of games that haven't aged well, as opposed to Xbox and Sony dishing out more recent games for free. There's nothing inherently wrong with having a growing library of retro games. In fact, many of them I consider personal favorites, but they can't make up for the rest of the terrible service. There's a notable absence of several games as well, and while I understand why Nintendo does this, the wait for them is extensive. The online play for them is stupid as hell too. Most of them don't even have simultaneous co-op, meaning you take turns after each death. At that point, you might as well play single player. At least then you won't have to wait for your turn. People give Xbox and PlayStation flack for charging money for doing practically nothing. At least you're getting a robust service. Sure, Nintendo's price point is cheaper, but it's inferior. Low price points are not an excuse for a lackluster online. In the time since the launch of Xbox Live and PSN, Nintendo has had 3 different online services, none of which have come close to their competitors. But where the Switch truly fails is in its viability. It's poorly designed, it's limiting, it doesn't improve the experience, and it's awful. We're paying for mediocre online that is beyond outdated with a lack of basic features and an overall bare-bones service. We're approaching 2020 and Nintendo still has yet to implement a proper online system. Whether or not it's due to Nintendo being lazy or simply incompetent, all I know is the service can be better and the fans deserve better. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments below. I would like to hear what you have to say. Remember to subscribe if you liked the video. Remember to subscribe if you disliked the video. And if you disagree solely because you're biased, let me know. Just don't be salty. Bonus points. Fortnite. It has better online than the Switch, and that's not a joke. You can message players on it, it's easy to add friends, achievements are present, it has a better app, the matchmaking is pristine, and there's voice chat. So why does a game like Fortnite, a single game, have better online than anything Nintendo offers? Like, what the actual fuck?